Abusia Makwaba at about POG media so na meda was said that da okay home e ma yedi edwuma dia yen so POG e deba e be go highway no so e de be so mo my Ghana political stories any updates ne deba e be go mo mabobo no na mo so moje na mo hu de eko ene de e ba ne ye de ani enso ebo e de ryan se ma ne de ani enso e de che the minority leader na kacha chese me no ka say ensem a chese no so ebobo every free the ECOWAS akache bana nyina che say ahwa Ghana enso ebetimi afesi emejo bana na say ebetimi I withdraw o my Ghana representatives amon so ebo adwuma ma ye ewo de ECOWAS parliament no nam Afény0 marking ni subaya che say no do parliament a or de kobo ECOWAS wa ema na no ada the majority leader Mahama Yarega and so sound boy board the speaker of parliament and as I say original so chain of contempt now ECOWAS for no so the organize from say Afény0 marking behavior no and also results and as a punishment or no and say on be your mind Ghana the free the ECOWAS parliament so abusia meje beje ni abo rasa story with us
ye bedin komone ahwe kwan a Ghana beside free ECOWAS ni muni emu nsem sama ye ka say minority leader in parliament of the 14 to Tumirika ECOWAS oko eme ya citing for contempt e Ghana's parliament then ECOWAS no mo konso ade no mo kwa e ECOWAS bisa go and ask your leaders whenever they fly here with your per diem and they go and live in the lavish hotels in Abu. What is it that they bring here? Because ever since they joining ECOWAS, impact Bain and ECOWAS and make it on Ghana. And you're full of stupidity, foolishness, and absurdity. Nonsense, keke. Even for ECOWAS to help the regional bloc to create what you call one currency. And these are the leaders. All right? You think they have a care for you? They only need your power through this and continue to fool against you. Make sure me say, who politicians anyone suffer are the two who continue to what? Militate and drive this country to no point of return except abyss. Jimmy for 24 ECOWAS this is nothing. Rather a big Ghana abobo no be and empateku ensibo and chirebe nimpemire enye be Ghana di Ghana for bone and umpeni for fire home. But before I bring you our guests, let's take a moment to relieve some sights and sounds capturing the growing Ghana's possible exit. But before no, well, as Ghana pushes to exit the ECOWAS bloc, some Ghanaian politicians are ironically and busy making their way into the corridors of ECOWAS, a move that has sparked outrage. ECOWAS Ghana mpinifuni biswa ye busy make us anadri omuti ECOWAS parliament or say den no moye and your site is any panel for contempt of parliament. Who is this person? Take a listen to the majority leader.
By defying this resolution, removing him from the delegation to the ECOWAS parliament, actually going to the session, Mr. Speaker, he has clearly affronted the dignity and engaged in an act that constitutes an affront to the authority of this parliament. And it is time that the Honorable Afény0 marking be put in his proper place. I therefore rise to the relevant orders of contempt of parliament and a breach of parliamentary privilege and to urge you, pursuant to the to refer to the Privileges Committee for him to be processed. And if indeed the committee comes to a conclusion that my contention that he indeed went and attended the session in clear defiance of our resolution, and that that act constitutes an affront to the authority of this House, that the appropriate sanctions be executed in relation to the Alexander.
Also battling for their lives. Folks, on the heels of what? The military, a recruitment exercise in tea. They rupa yabono. And they say, Nipa sorry a GPG trada dumpim, ekobo, womho, dumpim, ewo himfa, ewo, ewak, Finipa ni gu hosi, Ghana for. It is any pa winning na ye Ghana and this yema. Kogo, ewak, as if se woman need to maybe deal. Now, so winning na ye Ghana, the human as I see a pay Juma Edema one. And a Ghana penny for over saying 68 years. Ghana 68 years. About saying 33 years also. The only way Saul leadership way MPP more me enye djuma papa ye no ene akoniasa we so 21st century. Hwew emrante wo we mu sori anapa we se won mu ekọ akwakopa edjuma yo. Edjuma no mo kọ enye so mo kọ yama obia o eye for deben services to God and country. Won mu kọ ye edjuma asomo mo man keke. Ghanaians who these people were just going to serve their nation keke and one no wo makwaji wo mpete wu kwa na so bi say show one of the disciplinary organization back when we memu ha eno de kwaku me namfofo no mu nya from top down the military say ebane sen and the military betimi amakwan emasa free range anamoto betimi abame nipa ahwere omonkwa but enye na there be enye na asemo the recruitment across all our security services, service, customs, police, military, any say that after how many years of our independence, basic the Fourth Republic, say no. Ebinimu yen say and the wukwa mayama bibria. Se ube serve u military ne krano. Yet nina kwashishe schools. Obia unya wie school a enti se Ghana mpenifo peniya. Enti eno ane se ya ye system na to order that through Ghana the Ministry of Education. Unya wie ya oba obema straight ukoye wo service wa a minimum. Okay? A minimum. Se uko na fi uko do a minimum a eno ane pam na waka a minimum na wushim. Afi Ghana for no so school a wo mkondo so mbe enu so betimi aye another enu so betimi ade absorb wom wo de ne twe ho a afi hwewo ye betimi nso e design bibia people will not go say the way nimu akoye ya this stampede abe. There's a process so unique, so beautiful and nipani never go through devoid of such stampedes na sefo there be MPP ni NDC for say yenye no china da. Do you know why? Ebina mebe catch on. Why? Because these two political parties would want to do what you call the human capacity exploitation. Sanity. I dare you, NDC and MPP. You are lying. I challenge you. You are evil. Okay? Adiabachi, NDC for the you recruit to saying you don't want a Ghana for some stupidity. I will continue to speak. Okay? Meanwhile, you have the sense, get it better than this. You have the wisdom, the knowledge to do it better than this, but you ain't going to do it because why? You want to exploit the people of this country all through. Oh yeah, Sanetie. Bibi anymore. Woman be MPP be paying, NDC be paying. That is how they want to use you. That's how they want to exploit all of us into a point of what? Abyss. When the exercise be coso. Now they have released the Ghana Armed Forces around across the southern sector. Because now, as far as the Galamsey are concerned, I say Ghana as in area, any forest reserve. What we said now, the security services need Nara. We've used all the Galamseys they are immune to the secret system. Oh yeah. The Galamseyers are immune to the security forces. Now, the last line of defense, Omega.
Sound like huge media, I'm sure job like that. I won't subscribe to a POG political media so any day any book so I job subscription. Now I share of first answer so it's me catch media be no so who the echo any day airban say POG the code P and call Bremine na a Ghana political stories there happen now so bet me a cabin now so who the echo any day airban na bet me so about the comment section or now so wait me heading come and the far a media so the bear media and so a bit me abe Kabashana and Sama, not to say a Yakokwana edit to Kamiako, yes, a Ghana politicians now, most age 9 name, or the various a year platforms, almost general for their own benefit, I say, almost for minor. The Bombay ever benefit your Monquan or more, Ama Afény0 marking. And this our mindset, no, the Akobo, the ECOWAS, or my Ghana, yes, we be fisi, a punishment to you.
Is the military. Now, just a couple of days, the military no akọ ehimfa saita womo ekwakọ pam Galamsey. Guess what is happening? Galamsey so I so emboldened. No mu chase a soldier for ma soldier for ni dwane. Not because a soldier for ni to me show. They are holding guns. They can pull the gun and quickly release. But guess what will happen? Whilst they are on the ground, a stupid politician in this country was speaking to the commanders, asking them, directing them, telling them this, that. And so the military would comply. There was a video, I should have looked for it and played to Ghanaians. Play for you to watch. Yeah? Military officer, I think he's on retired. I send you a council name. And you in this country have abused all the security services, ostensibly the military. Actually, said, and MPP NDC had to the extent say even demolition exercise in Po. They are tema soldier for do demolition. Oh, the military is the last line of defense. As I continue to give you the defense the code, that the last line of defense. It was soldier for YMPA. It is a time a soldier for no Eshwa. A kumwaya den foreign aggressors aba. Yenya baby for your team fano. And you release home some mumra. Yes. A memo will crum. A memo pie. And you do muko. Ekoye DSA. There be in your Ghana dear. Yet the MPP and NDC are abusing your security forces now to the extent of the last line of defense for no so. Yet woman rap the battlefront in order to protect Ghana's forest reserves and water bodies. And if you Galamsey for us here, we don't care. We can battle with you. This is where we are. So, is Ghana safe anymore? No, Ghana is not safe anymore. So Jenuna Sembi Obeka a video be a measure. Say, and yes, you to me be but Monko Casantra more politicians. Most sorry, let me be Rabbi Makam. Now, my friend commander, release some men for us. Ni releasing Merema, ni Dumeko Gu, Obisite, ni Bubu dying, ni Yese. Men in uniform, unique men. The military is a unique organization that ought not to be abused by MPP, NDC, all up to now. But that is what MPP, NDC you continue to do. Now, you know what? The most regrettable part is, Moye way, and the infaswa. Any of the pepe be ever bro meya kwekumini problem. No. All of the things they use the security force in order to the benefits of these animal politicians of yours. Now we've completely what? We've completely corrupted every security organization. Go there and do your sample opinion gathering, and you know, sir, all the security services in this country, in watching, you know, Aka and your mask, get set, and boom, there will be fire in this country. But the fire will come. I promise you, people. Oh, baby, I'm going to do on my way. Me say the fire will come. Why? There's going to be an implosion. That is what you want. And that is what you want. There's no decency. There's no decorum. There's no common sense. After wasting how many? 8 gallant men. In some are the security services, some are the apex of the executive, on the same and on the heels of mining. No, including said just 24 hours, we've released a report and there's a contention even on that report. Same, the military. Today, another Black Wednesday, gone. Why must we see this? Because ni na mo de mo politics no. Mo politics na mo de ye every 24 nyansa na mu nintia. But you see, as you've done all this continuation of your politics, MPP and NDC, what do you think you've gained? Nothing. You think they don't now the video is the map watch and the youths are gradually becoming more awakened, and that sooner rather later the Ghanaian leadership will not have any place to stay. They will chase all of them into the first person you be check you be move this politician. Wait a minute, it's time. Oh, me say your time. Wait, the time will come. Look at the way you've abused and continue to destroy the people in the era of Rawlings. Now, who so genial? So genial. Rawlings address me say, Ghana ni ubetimi jina so genial. Edi niyama ho sam ni nyanso. They men pere bam wayesa. The military, however you think they were what, but very disciplined. This someone is more era way by from Akuffo time be we say bam. Now more start to say the more destroy the forces. It takes Ghana how much to train one military officer? You boka and training all of these gallant men, and then when you finish, all that you know is to go and plug them and go and waste their lives. You waste their lives not because they are fighting to protect the sanctity, the credibility, the integrity of this nation. No, they are to go and protect our forest reserves and water bodies, of which you say these foolish politicians, you've destroyed it. They're wasting them lives. They seek them. Catch them. So politicians, some of them should be shot by sight. Kill them. Thunder should strike you. Disease, diarrhea. Another Black Wednesday. Folks, religious belts in politics of today tonight. We take a closer look and gauge how Ghana's possible exit from ECOWAS could unfold, examine the journey ahead of its what potential ramification, and who stands to benefit both within Ghana and across the regional bloc. Yebedin komone ahwe kwan a Ghana besiade efri ECOWAS ni mu ne munsem sama ye kase minority leader in parliament of the fucking tutumrika ECOWAS oko emeya citing for contempt e Ghana's parliament. Then ECOWAS no mu konso ade no mu kwa ECOWAS bisa. Go and ask your leaders whenever they fly here with your per diem and they go and live in the lavish hotels in Abu. What is it that they bring here? Because ever since they joined ECOWAS, impact Bain and ECOWAS and make it on Ghana. And you're full of stupidity, foolishness, and absurdity. Nonsense, keke. Even for ECOWAS to help the regional bloc to create what you call one currency. And these are the leaders. All right? When you think they have a care for you, they only need your power through this and continue to fool against you. Make a choice. Me say, who politicians, anyone suffer are the two who continue to what? Militate and drive this country to no point of return, except abyss. Jimmy for 24, Omunimia, Dominimana Yankwa Yahu. ECOWAS, this is nothing. Rather, a big Ghana, Abubuano, Ebubia, and then Empateku and Sibo. And Chinabe and Chinabe Pemire, and Nebu Ragana, a D Ghana for Bonnet and Benufon fire home. But before I bring you our guests, let's take a moment to relieve some sights and sounds capturing the growing Ghana's possible exit. But before what is coming? Something that is coming tonight. On the Frontline Major Expose, we continue to remind our cherished listeners and viewers. Expose title, Workers of Iniquities. Set for next year. That would shake the very foundations here in Ghana. We urge all Ghanaians to stay alert and keep their eyes on the space for this much anticipated revelation. Folks, gauge the space. Adikesebia ebebano mami ebesiako na wehuno maybe yi adibia chere we any expose kesia ebeba sa expose no eno so ebepa wasofo mpanimfo atrofo na da na brabafo akohwifo bone asomoma na omugina wasorofie ho na omuye dede boy Christ ba boy say betuatai boy say na brabafo kwa. How the expose will go.
But I say, so come home. The POG Media and I say, "Bo, anywhere a POG Media, say POG Media de about Ghana authentic political updates and the stories are happening. Also, bit me akabi now as well with the echo and the air banning now. I mentioned some subscribers still to POG Media and the also have a drop subscription now. I share enough for so and so it's me POG Media. You know, so with the echo and the air banning now. Oh my Ghana political space. But me so abo anywhere the comment section or no wedding come on. POG Media. But that's it. So Jibre and my POG.